Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 9:30, February 8th, 2022, and start off with a little sun. We had a little bit of sun today, like in the middle of the day, but then the clouds kind of rolled back in on us, and we were mostly cloudy by the afternoon here with all these, I guess, altocumulus, stratocumulus clouds or whatever. But this is a high-resolution satellite for the day. You can see this was taken around noon, but you could already see some of these clouds. You had a little bit of high clouds, and you had some these stratocumulus clouds rolling in. There was a little bit of a gap. We were mostly sunny there. There's the gap, but the clouds kind of rolled right back in on us. You can see them kind of coming back in. So yeah. A period of like an hour where it was sunny, an hour or two. That was about it. I think tomorrow we'll see a lot more sunshine. It's just from instability in the air, low level moisture. This is the current satellite. We're clear right now, and hopefully this clear air will be we'll be in this nice clear air for tomorrow. So let's go over our current conditions right now. It's kind of windy today, too. We're going to go over some of the observations across the area. We're in the mid-30s right now. Feeling a little chilly out there. It's not going to get that cold tonight, but it'll feel a lot warmer once we get toward tomorrow. You can see today it was kind of a lot of clouds and blustery. We had strong west-northwest winds there, 13 miles an hour. You can see we had some gustiness, especially in the afternoon. We had some gustiness. So looking at ice slips observations here, and you'll see, despite that though, I guess it did hit 47 at ice slip. It's saying 47 was the high here at ice slip. So yeah, I guess it did get up to 47, but I felt chilly with that wind. It seemed like maybe we had almost like a secondary cold front come through in the afternoon or something. We could see all the clouds being reported at ice slip though. So let's take a look at what our highs were today, and you'll see temperature's pretty much uniform. Not a big difference between here and New Jersey. Let's take a look at what our highs were for today. And you can see, yeah, we got up into the mid to upper 40s across Long Island today. 46 actually it's saying 47 was the high at Islip. This thing is not recording that right. 46 at West Hampton. A little cooler in Central Park, 44. Generally mid 40s. Let's see, maybe we have some 50s in New Jersey. So you could find some. Now, pretty much the same deal there, mid 40s, 45 at Lakehurst. So yeah, pretty much the same deal, mid 40s pretty much everywhere, which is a little bit above normal. And I guess we're going to be around that, similar for tomorrow. I guess similar highs for tomorrow. So let's take a look and see what we have this week. And finally, we can say we're going to get a break from some storms. We're going to be in a dry pattern. This is the GFS here. And you'll see that we are going to be in a dry pattern. Let's go to the North American view first. So I'll show you that jet stream configuration. And again, this is the GFS, and you'll see, yeah, this looks like a trough here. That is going to be but you can see we are in the right side of it. So that puts us in a southwesterly flow. So while it's not a strong ridge configuration, it is going to keep us in a southwesterly flow, which will keep us, the jet stream isn't diving that far south, so we're not really dealing with too much cold air right now. And then we're going to have a cold front move through on the weekend, and there's going to be a storm here along this cold front. You can see that, and it's supposed to be offshore. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. But this, again, is the GFS, and you will see here, there's behind that storm, we're going to have to deal with some more cold air around Valentine's Day. Then we get a break, and then the jet stream kind of just, we don't really get any big troughs after that. So I think after the cold air that we're going to deal with behind this cold front for Valentine's Day, I think we're going to get a break from the cold after that. All right, and and obviously heading into a break and into a mild, you could almost say instead of getting a January thaw, we're getting a late February thaw. Well, I guess that's one way to put it. So that's what the GFS has. Now we can look at the I don't think the European does. Oh yeah, the European does this too. Has a jet stream. So let's take a look at the European and see if there's any difference here between the models here. There's that. Not really a difference. Let's see. This is as far as we get on this European. It only takes us out till Saturday, but it does seem, let's see, European and GFS. Let's see. Not much of a difference between the two. So out to Saturday, it looks fairly similar. So, and if we look at the upper air, let's go to the upper air here. So here's your upper air, and your pattern again is a trough in the Midwest. We trough in the Midwest, but we're on the right side of that trough, so we're not going to see the coldest air that this thing has to offer. And then you see that ridging for Saturday. That'll bring us our warmest day of the week. And then here comes some cold air, but it won't be terribly cold. And then after that, we're in kind of a ridge here in the east, especially toward the end of the period. You could see a very strong ridge setting up around late February. That could bring us some pretty warm weather into the trough in the west that we'll have. And you'll see no blocking in Greenland. We haven't really had great blocking in Greenland at all, really, this year. But you can sort of see that ridge in Alaska. That's what helps push the cold air down. And that'll help push the cold air down for our Valentine's Day, which is February 14th. But other than that, it's going to be a mild pattern as we get into the end of the month here looking at this. And if we look at the European here, you see the similar type of deal. And again, this only goes out till Saturday. This is the 18Z European. You can also look at the Canadian as well. Let's see on the Canadian. Similar. There's the trough. And yeah, pretty much similar though. However, the Canadian seems to want to indicate still some cold air spilling down into the midsection that might wind up making its way over to us. This is February 18th, and that's the Canadian. So that's the Canadian. So let's go take a look at the surface, GFS. So we get to the surface here. We're going to take a look at how this all pans out. All right, so this week's calm, pretty much. We have high pressure and control, and then you can see this cold front, and it doesn't really show much precipitation. You see here, this coastal storm is going to stay offshore, but it might brush us with a little light snow, according to this. So we're going to have to watch this coastal storm here. And we know what happens with coastal storms. They can change, and they can come closer, so we'll have to see if this could be a potential snow event as we get to around a little bit before Valentine's Day. Then it moves away. Colder air moves in, and then we have another cold front here, another slow-moving Ana front type of situation being reflected for a week from this Friday. And then it looks like it's trying to still move some cold air in here, despite what that says. It's still starting to show some cold air, even though it looked like we were going to see ridging in the east. That's why the upper air and the surface don't always line up when we're doing stuff. But that is kind of suspicious when you have the upper air and the surface not lining up as far as a model forecast goes. So that's why, once you get out to like past the 5 days, there's, a little bit of disagreement there that I can't really put my, what the saying is. But anyway, looking at your temperature anomaly chart, you will see here that for tomorrow we will be above normal on Thursday, above normal on Friday, well above normal on Saturday, and then here comes that cold front where we go below normal on Sunday, and then especially on Monday. And then we warm up again. But it's still showing some cold air here, so this must be low-level cold air or something. But you can still see some cold air. It's still showing cold air. So while it looked like it's showing another blast of cold air that really wasn't showing all that well on the upper air and jet stream. But then we have a huge warm-up there to the last couple of frames there. That's when we start seeing our huge warm-up, right, on the GFS at least. All right, so we've looked at our models as far as the long range goes. Now let's go to the short range and the HRRR and look at the 0Z HRRR model, and you'll see dry. There's a weak front that moves through. It looks like a weak disturbance sometime Thursday. Brings us a slight chance of a shower in the morning, but other than that, not really much to speak of going on at the surface. We would have to wait until, like I said, the weekend with that coastal storm. That would be the next chance that we would see something significant at the surface. And you can see it's breaking a little light snow out of our area. But if we look at the total snowfall from this event, it would be very little, maybe an inch, if that. All right, but we still have a ways to go, and I want to look at some of the other models. Let's see. I don't think the Icon or any of the other models takes us out that far. Yeah, Icon really not showing much of anything. We can look at the Canadian, not really showing much of anything. So don't really have much being shown right now on these models for that. All right, so let me go back to the HRRR, and we'll look at our temperatures for the short range here. So here are the temperatures, and tonight it's going to be below freezing tonight. We're probably going to have lows in the mid-20s by morning, but tomorrow we should recover into the mid-40s on Long Island, and perhaps up near 50 in New Jersey. We're going to have a southwesterly flow setting up by later in the day, and then tomorrow night, lows probably around the freezing mark, and then Thursday we're going to have highs reaching the mid-40s again. Maybe slightly cooler than Wednesday. So let's look at our where our air is coming from, and we'll look at the dew points for that to show you our wind and dew point flow. So we have that northwesterly flow tonight, west-northwesterly flow, becoming a more westerly and then southerly as we get later into the afternoon on Wednesday. And then for Thursday, you can see, this looks like another cold front coming through. That's probably why there's a chance of showers, and the winds go back to the west again by the afternoon. So beyond that, we have, as we get into Friday, you'll see that westerly flow there continue, but then it becomes southwesterly again, and then strong southwesterly ahead of the cold front for Saturday. And it's going to be west-southwesterly, so there'll be less of an ocean influence, and that could get those temperatures up quite high. But then here comes that cold air again, and the winds go northeasterly, with that storm passing to the south on Sunday, and then northwesterly on Monday. So let's go look at our temperatures as we get to that. Our surface temperatures. So as we get into Thursday, you see the old Thursday again. The warmth will be a little more moderated with that cooler air coming in. Friday, we're in the mid to upper 40s. So above normal, but our really warm day is going to be Saturday ahead of that cold front. That's where we're going to shoot up into the mid-50s, and that's gonna give us into some warm air. But that is going to be temporary because the cold front comes through, and then by Sunday we're not even going to make it above freezing for the high, and then similar deal on Monday. So we're going to have another couple of cold days again, but then after that we'll see some moderation. And then there'll be moderation for a good part of the week before the next cold front comes through and brings some more cold air back into the picture here for Saturday. So we can go even further than that if you want. But you can see we're not done with the cold air yet. We're going to have to wait until the end of February, and then we'll see that thaw set up. So the surface lags behind the upper air a little bit. So let's look at the skies, shall we? Let's go to the RGEM model. I guess we'll look at our skies and see how we'll do with the skies the next couple of days. And I'm hoping we have a clear day tomorrow. It looks like tomorrow will be a clear day. It looks like it's not really showing much of any clouds at all. Maybe some high clouds late in the afternoon, some scattered high clouds, and then some more clouds in the morning Thursday. But then we break out into the sun again. So Thursday may be similar today, where we'll have that sun for a couple hours in the afternoon and then some more clouds. But maybe it won't be as dramatic. We'll have to see. And here's Friday, looking also mostly sunny as well. Maybe a few passing high clouds. But other than that, that's about it for the clouds. But we'll look at a couple of other models for the clouds. Let's look at the NAM 0Z run. Well, let me go back to the 18Z run because we don't have enough of the 0Z run in. Here's tomorrow. Looking like a mostly sunny day tomorrow. And then for Thursday, probably more clouds for Thursday, I would think. But tomorrow definitely will have more sunshine. If we want to go a little further than that, we can also look at the GFS as well. Let's see what the GFS shows, even though it's a lower resolution. Even that shows a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Thursday, we'll probably be dealing with more clouds. Friday, we could have a good deal of sunshine. But then Saturday, we'll be dealing with the clouds. Obviously, Sunday. But then by Monday, hopefully, we can get rid of those clouds and have another clear day. for Valentine's Day, which would be nice. Though I'll have to spend time with the Valentines that I know that aren't so cuddly, but yeah, you know what I mean by that. You know what I mean by the beauties. Pines, of course, if you haven't figured that out. But that's a ways off, so it's going to be hard to say that far, and then it's hard to really forecast the cloud conditions that far out. So let's go take a look at the European on the windy model here, and I want to look at this for a reason as far as what is the European showing with that storm for the weekend. So this is what the European showing for tomorrow. You can see clear skies tomorrow, so I think tomorrow is going to be a pretty darn nice day across the area. But then we'll have some more clouds for Thursday, though it looks like it won't be that many clouds, so it could be another nice sunny day. And then Friday, we may be sunny again, so we may have a really string of some nice sunny days in a row here coming up. And then here's Saturday. You can see some more clouds for Saturday. Obviously, this would be the cold front. Let's see if the European is showing that storm. It's really not showing the storm yet either. Everything seems to be offshore. And actually, the European gives us a clear day on Sunday. So that's kind of interesting. It has more clouds for us on Monday, oddly enough. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. But I think, like I said, tomorrow we should have a nice sunny day. As far as the cirrus, I can check the humidity aloft and see if that's going to be an issue. So we can check and see the humidity aloft. And, yeah, no, it's dry aloft tomorrow. 250 HPA, it's dry. So I think we're going to have a very nice clear day tomorrow. So a good day to be outside. Finally, a day that we can have some nice blue skies and sunshine. Finally, we've been dealing with too much of this, too many clouds lately. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.